Hey Brianna. Alright, so point slope is nothing to memorize really that you don't already know, because you know that the slope m is the change in y over the change in x, right? Rise over run. And another way of writing change in y is, let's just call it y final minus y. And delta x, we'll call it x final minus x. Okay, now if I solve this for the right hand side, if I solve it for this, I just multiply both sides by the denominator, and I get y final minus y equals the slope times the change in x. So this is the equation that maybe your teacher said you should memorize. This is the point slope form. So what it tells us is if we have some specific values of x and y right here, for example our x final, then it's going to give us a general equation for y in terms of x. So in your book you have a graph you showed me. I think this is, maybe I should look at it, but I'm guessing this is x equals 1 and this is x equals 2, something like that. And then it goes I don't know. Is that right? Maybe I should look at the picture. 1 second. Actually, maybe I should deliberately give you a different problem. Yeah, maybe I'll give you a different problem and then you can use it to solve your question. So this may or may not be what you had in your book, but we're going to use this as the example. Okay, so, shoot, I don't like it. Let's make it something else. How about 3 and 4? Okay, so I know that this point is x is equal to 3, y is equal to 1. So that's all I need. I just need some point to plug in for my x, one of these x's. You know, your book might say x naught minus x, or instead of y final and x final, maybe they'll put y sub 0 or x sub 0. So we're going to use the point 3, 1 for y final and x final. So remember that y is the second coordinate. So I'll put in a 1 for y, and I'll put in a 3 for x. So now here's what the equation looks like now. 1 minus y is the slope, and we know the slope is just the rise over the run, so delta y is equal to 6, and my delta x is equal to 1. So to get slope, I divide those two. So this is the slope that we're going to plug in to this equation. Okay, that's the hardest part done. Now we just have to do some algebra to put this in slope-intercept form. So this looks like, I'm going to just add, well, yeah, sure. I'll subtract 1 from both sides. Let's distribute these. And now if, well, I guess I can combine that. And then last step, I want to multiply both sides by minus 1. And I'm going to move the 6 over. So y equals minus 17 plus 6x. And to make that look like slope-intercept form, we want to put the 6x in front. So that's 6x minus 17. So that's our equation in slope-intercept form, where 6 is the slope and minus 17 is the y-intercept. Okay, I hope that helps. Call me or text me if you have any questions.